Go ahead.
So, everybody, it's Kevin, and you know, you've been following the channel for a little bit, and I'm Canadian. I do all sorts of hillbilly monkeying around, and today I'm with my friend Drew here, and Drew is a tree faller and a specialist at that, and this is what's on the menu today, is this danger tree here, and this is what Drew specializes in. So we're going to be, well, he's going to be, I'm going to be down here helping him, and so he's got to get up there, and we got to secure this tree. So we're going to use a winch here and pull the tree back this way a smidgen, not too much, but we're going to pull it back this way with the winch to secure it. Then we're going to put a second anchor point on it too, just to double up, because it's nice to be redundant. And this poor old fella, he's going to climb up this tree here, and he's going to start limbing it off, and we're going to add pile to the branches there, and hopefully everything goes well. You can see there's some buildings here in the neighbor's property that we obviously are trying to avoid damaging. Yesterday, Drew did this one here, and it was leaning up and over top of the shed here, and it was rubbing against the shed there. So this is some of his gear he's going to be using, and I'm the other part of the gear. Alright, well, we got the winch set up in place. So this winch is going to go up to this tree here. Then we're going to run a second rope over to the tree that Drew's working on right now. He's just prepping it that way he can climb up the tree, put a sling around it with a shackle attached to a snatch block that we're going to pull from here and then down with a come along to the base of the tree. That way it'll be tight there, and we'll use the winch down here, and it'll be tight across here. That way we're pulling it in two directions. It'll be supported there, and it'll be supported this way towards us. Now old Drew here is going to work his magic here and prepare himself to climb up the tree. Here's our pile of goodies. And I wonder how high up is that fella going to go? I'm thinking probably between 15 and 20 feet, eh? Well, we'll find out. Well, old Drew's on his way up. He's ascending the tree. Imagine as he goes up, he's going to be taking a few of the smaller branches off. That's probably the reason why he brought the chainsaw. And now you know why I'm wearing a hard hat. So being the ground guy, it's my job here to grab all the branches and twigs and sticks and put them into a nice little pile. That's my handiwork. That's his handiwork. So Drew, you say you've been chopping trees for over 40 years, eh? Yeah. Climbing up them and all that?
I started falling, 45 years I've been falling.
Oh, yeah. Why don't you tell my viewers how young you are?
68 and a half.
You can believe that. He's got a lot of piss and vinegar for a man that age. I give him credit. Time to take that branch off. And I'm going to stand back a smidgen so that way he has lots of room to drop that fella. So he cuts about 90% through the branch, just enough for him to break it off by hand. And he drops her down. Now it's into my territory. Be mindful of his chainsaw. And let's get in here. See if I can grab this fella. There we go. Oh, I'm all buggered up here on the rope. There we go, one for the pile. Couple more little guys. I'm gonna zip in there quick and grab them. there's a bit of the update. See what's going on here. Alright, he's getting ready to keep on trucking. He's probably going to fire up his chainsaw and take a few more of them limbs off as he goes. It's a very delicate and deliberate process climbing up that tree. Every movement is calculated and thought of, and that's part of the why he likes it. He says it's like problem solving. You got a task and you got to figure out how to get your objective complete. So it's pretty interesting. I think it's interesting. Pretty good entertainment for me. I don't know about you guys in there, but I'm enjoying it. Well, we got our bottom anchor point set up here. That goes up to that snatch block way up there, and off to this tree here. Now Drew is getting ready to continue his climb up the tree there, so he can attach the second anchor point. That way, this tree is nice and secure. We don't have to worry about it moving on a fella as he gets higher up there, which is the objective. You gotta. I always say I like doing dangerous things safely. That's in essence what's going on here. Yeah. Alright, he's getting ready to keep on trucking. He's probably going to fire up his chainsaw and take a few more of them limbs off as he goes. It's a very delicate and deliberate process climbing up that tree. Every movement is calculated and thought of, and that's part of the why he likes it. He says it's like problem solving. You got a task and you got to figure out how to get your objective complete. So it's pretty interesting. I think it's interesting. Pretty good entertainment for me. I don't know about you guys in there, but I'm enjoying it. Well, we got our second safety line attached and tensioned. There's our first one. Back down to here. So it's progressing, and you know he's a good, you know, halfway up the tree, and he's got the that section of the tree basically cleaned up. But the higher up you go, the harder it is. Yeah, not envious of this poor fellow. Well, the winds are starting to pick up, and Drew's erring on the side of caution. And he's going to actually descend the tree here, and we're going to have a little break. And I got to run away here promptly anyway, so it'll be a little intermission, if you will, on this tree. But we'll finish this video up on this damn thing, I guarantee you that much. But look at the pile of stuff. There's a few limbs here and there. Yeah, this is a pretty interesting experience watching this guy work. It's definitely dangerous what he's doing, that's for darn tootin' sure. But as you can see, you know, the wind's picking up, the leaves are starting to move around, and it's not even blowing in a good direction where he can throw the branches. So if he's throwing the branches out, the wind just blows the branches back into a spot where he doesn't want them to be. So it's not even a helpful wind. I know. And it's a lot nicer when the sun is out and there's no wind. That's what I got to say about this. But he's doing a darn fine job up there, and he's slowly working his way down. Got to move his hip rope there around all the branches, and it's very slow going, methodical. You could probably run up there, but you know the risk of injury goes up quite significantly. And Drew's a pretty cautious fellow. It's easier to work slow and safe than fast and once. Because you know he wants to do this a bit more than once. So I'm gonna turn this camera off, let this poor old fella climb down the tree, and we'll catch up to you when he's down. Bye. Alright, back to the tree though. Yeah, we got a bit of a splice on there just to take care of the little rotten section, because there is a rotten section on there that's a little bit dangerous, that we're worried about it becoming a fulcrum. As you can see in there, it's well weathered, and So hopefully that's on there good enough. We still got our 2 anchor points. And my buddy Drew here, he's going to be gearing up and getting ready to do the climb. Kind of looking forward to seeing how this is all going to unwind. It's going to be hopefully a good, busy, productive day. Alright, now we got 2 winch lines on there to help pull that tree back, and we were able to move it back quite considerably. Drew's up there just making a safety assessment. He's just worried about the wind picking up, and it's been a little gusty here and there, and that's one of those places where you don't want to be when it's a little bit windy, that's for sure. But we got this tree pretty good and anchored between the 2 winches. There's a lot of weight on both of them, I tell you what. So we got them all. That one's chained up to the tree. This one's chained up to the tree. We were able to link them up to the 1 battery, so that's kind of convenient and handy. But he's up there making his mind up, figuring out what he wants to do. And I don't blame him. I'd tell him to take the time he needs, because I'm not the one up the tree. That's his safety up there. I'm just here to make sure he's good. I feel like a spider who's making a trap.
How are you going to do that?
There's my fly. So Drew's got a couple buddies here in town, and he called for some backup. We got Marty, we got Nick. So hopefully this goes according to plan, because it's their plan.
Fucking saw.
There's the patient. There's the surgeon.